Welcome to our floor framing video for our 1923 house, how it could have been done. And when I say could have been done, I've seen plenty of homes built like this. And it seems like after I make the video, I have people that say, hey, I've never saw a house built like that. And then I have somebody else saying, oh yeah, there was a bunch of those homes built, up here in this part of the country or something like that. So if this is your home, feel free to let us know. And if this is all new to you, then it's time to learn, right? So let's go ahead and take a closer look at our floor joist and our sill plates. And of course, this is just a connection that could have been used. More common would have been just to butt it up against something. Sill plates, framing for our stair head out, our little stairwell here for our porch. And the framing plates or the sill plates could have been attached in a variety of different ways. One of the ways they used to set them was by putting mortar on top of the walls and setting them on top of that, kind of like you would a brick. And I would like to say that they nailed them in. The only problem is that the homes that I've worked on, they weren't. They were just sitting on top of the walls. So I actually pulled a floor off. I had a 2-story building one time I was working on. And it was probably about 40 foot wide by about 80 foot long, something like that. And I had to remove the 2-story part of the building and actually pulled the whole floor off. I had all the structural beams here and pulled the whole floor off with a big truck. And the floor just rolled right off the building and onto the ground. There was nothing holding it on. So don't be surprised if you have a building sitting on top of something with nothing at all supporting it. So enough of that story. Now I got to get back here. Okay, don't forget we're going to be setting the wall framing studs on top of these plates also, in case you're wondering why the joist was held back a little bit. And I've seen this more than once where you didn't have a structural support header. You just had the joist sitting right on top of the framing plate. So I left it like that. And of course this joist is set back a little bit to make way for the framing studs. But this one right here, we're going to need something for the doorway, the door opening. And remember that the door opening is a little wider because it has the 2 windows on each side of it. 16 inches on center, lapping over the support beams. Fireplace usually going to have about an inch gap there. Coming around there. Inch gap around the entire fireplace. And of course this is the little sill or the ledge that we're going to take a look at here, that I showed you in the foundation video. This was common. I've seen this often. They just built a little ledge out of masonry and then set the support for the joists on top. It wouldn't have been uncommon. I hate to, let's go back and take a look at the top of this here. You can get rid of this. There's a good chance that these joists just sat right on top of the ledge, and that this ledge wouldn't have been as clean as I had it. Maybe they would have had some brick they would put in there, and the carpenters might have actually had to have put more mortar in there and then set these joists on top of the bed of mortar. So how I have it looks a little cleaner. So don't be confused. This stuff might not look as nice. And of course the joists lapping over the beams, and a lot of times you wouldn't have any straps connecting the beams together here. They were just sitting on top of the piers. Zoom out. Let's go ahead and put our floor sheathing on. 1x8. And it's not running diagonal. It's not tongue and groove, just regular 1x8. And even though I'm showing it built this way, I'm showing it built to where we're building the floor first. This might not have been how it would have been built. They might have built the walls first and then came in and built the floor joist. So it could have been done either way. So keep that in mind while you are watching the video. Of course, here is the front door. Floor coming out for the door jamb. Another side, again, we got plenty of room for our wall framing studs. The back porch, I should say. And of course, remember, I built it out of brick for kind of more or less for waterproofing. You know, maybe you're on the East Coast and you don't want to get your floor wet. Maybe this would be the area where you take off all of your boots and stuff like that. Framed opening. Panning out. Fireplace, again, remember I said that they'd kind of build the fireplace in sections. You know, here you have a nice floor you can start working on. Maybe you can put a ladder on the floor. Might be a little more difficult to do that on the ground or even around some of these joists. So that is it for this video. The next one will be on the wall framing, and then we'll have one on roof framing. I do not think we will have more than 2 more videos, but I might do other videos in the future for different ideas for this particular house. I will link them all together in a playlist and at the website when they are all completed.